G'day guys on YouTube, Shakira Lover Forever here. Happy New Year 2025 when it comes. I'm going to upload these on New Year's Day, I think. So it's now Saturday the 29th, I think, or 28th, I don't know. So yes, for New Year we've got some new content. We've got some machines that I've had for a little while, but I haven't got around to recording them yet. So these two are next on the list. This is a beautiful Ariston 600 spin induction machine, very rare. And we've got the Ariston 1000 spin 7 kilo machine with the whirlpool type drum. Same drum that my Grand's Indesit had. Really nice machines, absolutely brilliant, pretty reliable. This machine's got a few slight wee issues, and they actually all Ariston machines had really bad reviews in Australia. A lot of people really hated on them, like how loud they were, how unreliable they were forever being repaired. So if you got a good Ariston in Australia, you were quite lucky. Mum's lasted 9 years old. It probably could have went longer. I think it was the pump that went on it, the drain pump. But anyway, I like them a lot. They're my favourite kind of machine. They're just like so unique looking, and they perform really well and use a lot of rinse water. So this machine, yeah, these were like super rare. I've never seen anyone with them. We got one briefly before, but it was really bad, like smelly and mouldy. But this one's in such good condition. Matt picked it up recently. He's put a video on his channel already. So it's my turn to get this recorded. These two were both out in 2004, around the same time. This would have been the higher end model at 1000 spin. They would have had a 1200 as well. And this one was the really cheap alternative. These were apparently only like $400, which would have been £200, which would have been one of the cheapest machines at the time. Probably why it's like induction and very basic. But hey, it's actually a really good machine. We've just had to get a capacitor for it. That's the only thing needed, so it was like $20. But it uses such good levels. It rinses them amazingly. It's got really fast tumbles. It's actually the perfect machine. The only thing downside is that it spins really slow. So I'll be recording this next. But at the moment we've got this one. So these machines had a few issues. That people had commented. One of the issues is that the rubber seal is like really close to the rim of the drum, so when it turns without water, it does make a rubbing sound. Until it gets wet, it's okay. But it is annoying when it stops spinning and you can hear it rubbing. So that's one of the downsides. And I've seen a few other reviews that say the same thing. Also, when the hot water inlet is turned on, it drips inside the machine. I've just turned it off. I turn it off between washes. So that was a common problem on these actually. So the cold water inlet is fine, but the hot water inlet does drip slowly in the inside of the machine. So I turn it off between uses. But apart from those two things, it's actually a really nice machine. You've got the whirlpool type drum, which is really unusual for an Ariston. It's a 7 kilo drum as opposed to this one, which is 5.5. It's actually very tiny, this one. Like, it's teeny. Like my hand, like you can fit my hand width and that's it. Like that's how small it is. So, I got all your cycles there. It's very much like the Margarita. No extra rinse, which is a bummer. Only does 2 rinses, so if I want like a super rinse, I'll just have to put on a separate rinse cycle. You can have rapid, which speeds up the wash, easy iron, super wash, which uses a bit more wash water, I think, and a little bit longer. And you've got your delayed timer, which is 2, 4, 6, or 9 hours. I think they had these as hotpoint, but I think they had them as super silent models with a round door. I'm not sure if they had this type. Maybe they did, but I haven't seen them very much. You've got your typical Ariston swivel out drawer. And here's all your programs here. I don't know if you can see, it's not the best light. There you go. Cottons, synthetics, delicates, wool and silk. Fast rinse, slow rinse. There you go. So I'm going to do some work clothes for you and show you a Colour Fast Cotton 60. So I'll set that to number 3. That's your cotton 60 cycle. You got 190 with pre-wash, and then you've got your 90. So that's your 60 cycle. 40, and it's got a 30 as well. We'll turn that up to 60. And you've got your 1000 spin, which is max. Alright. No extra options today, I don't think. We could do a superwash. I'll use a little bit more water. So detergent wise, we've got we're on the strawberry theme today, so we've got Persil with Comfort Pod. I'll put them in a little baggie with the Aldi Scent Booster Blossom Beads. And then in the softener part, I've already put a cap of the Comfort Strawberry and Lily. I'm trying to make this last as much as I can, because I know, see, I've got a little bit left, because I know they've changed the recipe and they've changed the bottle, and I liked it when it was this. And I've just put a little bit of Aldi's Dyson booster, 60 mils of liquid booster, just to give it a boost, because it's work clothes I'm doing. So that's the products I'm using today. Sorry, it's already 6 minutes into the video. You know me, I like to have a wee chat. So this is a week's worth of work clothes for my 2 jobs. So it's quite a decent load size. As I say, it's a shame about the 2 rinse thing, and sometimes it doesn't do a high rinse. It just depends on the load and whatever. But yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not using too much dose of product, so it should rinse out pretty well. I normally put the ball on the top, so sorry, I just wanted to put it in first. But I haven't moved the drum, so it should still be upright. Right, that's a pretty full load. That's nearly 7 kilos, I think. I don't know. And then we're going to start the video. Start the machine. Enjoy. Oh, I need to turn on the water. Oh. The hot water is now turned on. When the machine's stopped, you will hear it dripping inside the machine. So I will turn it off as soon as it's stopped filling. Once it's done its superwash fill level. So you can hear it dripping. Such a lush machine though. Also the shocks are a little bit gone. When it spins, it always sounds unbalanced, which I quite like actually. Sounds very old school, but yeah, it still wants to go and go, this machine. I've had it a few years now actually, but I just, as I say, I'm getting round to recording some of the machines that I haven't recorded yet. So for New Year we've got this and we've got this. Both really good in their own ways. I just had the Ariston Margarita 1600 in, as you've seen in my previous video. That was a lush machine, I love using that. This machine, on this cycle, it does the same wash actions. All the different distribution washes and stuff. But on the other cycles, it doesn't do all the actions. But on this cycle, it does. Lush deep hotpoint motor sound, which I like. I like a silent machine, but I also like a whiny old school. Beautiful machine. It sounds very much like my Grand's Indesit that she had. The one where the video was washing in the UK or whatever. That had a lot of views. That sounds exactly like her machine, which I used to love. So it's got a few memories for me. So I'll use this for another... It's been in for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll use it for another week or so and then I'll swap them out again and you'll see what the next machines are. I'll get a few washes in this first. As I say, the only downside, it only does 2 rinses and you can't have extra rinse. But it's no biggie. I've got a few machines like that. This one does 4 rinses though, which is pretty cool and good levels. Yeah, it's Saturday night, I think the 29th? No, 28th, sorry. I've just done all my cleaning, tidied my house up. It's been a while. Done all my cleaning, hoovered, mopped. All the usual Sunday kind of, weekend kind of stuff. I thought I'll relax. I've just watched the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. Absolutely loved it. Very happy with the outcome on that. So if you haven't watched that, you better get it watched. I've now got a VPN so I can watch iPlayer. I'm super happy about that. So I'll be watching all the shows. If you can recommend me any shows that I might like that you can only get in the UK, next on my list is Mandy and Two Doors Down. I love those. And I'll watch the Matilda musical as well. Oh, I think that's the big fill now. That's the superwash fill. Which isn't that much higher, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, so I'll keep my VPN for a little while and watch all the shows that I can't get here. A little bit of suds happen, and that's a nice suds level that I can see there. The pod must have dissolved already. That's Aldi Booster, Persil Pod, or Persil as Matt calls it. He laughs at me because I say Persil. We do in Scotland, we don't pronounce the S as a... We pronounce the S as a Z, so it's Persil. Persil. And then we got Aldi Booster beads from the UK and Comfort Strawberry and Lily from the UK. I used this combo last time and everything smells lush. I'm actually wearing one of the t-shirts now. It smells so good. They used to have the Strawberry and Lily, they called it Rosy Blush, the Australian version, and that was fantastic, very similar to that. And they changed it and they made it shit. Even the blue Comfort here smells absolute dire. The only one that smells good is the Pure. But yeah, they absolutely killed it. Got my lush typical slow Ariston tumbles. I like it. It seems to work perfectly fine. I'm going to turn that water off because it's going to just drip the whole time. I could get it fixed, but it's one of those things I can live with, you know what I mean? I'm not going to spend money and effort fixing something. Like, the machine's probably not got too much longer of a life left, so I'm not going to put money into it. If it goes, it goes. Although I do like it. I probably should. I probably will. I'll keep on the machines as long as I can. So anyone got any New Year's resolutions? I actually started mine like 2 months ago. I've lost about 10 kilos. So I'm very, very happy about that. I've got another 15 kilos to go, but I've changed my ways and I'm being more healthy these days, so that's good. Except the Christmas and I think New Year's is going to be a bit crazy. But yeah, lifestyle change. Feels at about 32, 33 already because it's got a hot water inlet. Actually, this only has a cold fill, but this has a hot fill. So with the Ariston Margarita, you get all the fun wash actions, but then you get slow rinse tumbles. But on this machine, you actually get and on the modern machines, you get like a slower wash tumble, and then the fast rinse tumbles. Whereas this machine, you get best of both, best of old and new, because you get all the wash actions, and then you get the fast rinses. So you actually get a better deal with this machine. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year. I worked on Christmas Day, but that's double money, so I'm not complaining. And spent time with my family on the weekend just before, so that was good. Alright, we're on the fast short tumbles now. Typical hotpoint fashion. But yeah, on the cycle 2, on the 90, where it's supposed to do this kind of tumble, it does really slow short tumbles. Very strange. It's very like programmed all over the place. I don't know. So this is the only cycle that does this fast but short action. This is the best cycle, number 3, and you can have it at 60 or less. A lot of hotpoint Ariston's indices only reach 70 max on any really hot cycle above 60. Even like on a 90, it only reaches about 70. It maxes out. But with this machine likes to heat to about 75, so that's perfect. Not bad for a budget machine. Yeah, 2004 these machines, so that's 20-year-old machines. Not many machines you'd get 20 years of out now. Frankie, that's enough. Who's that? Are you back in it? Oh, into distribution. Yeah, I don't think the hotpoints did this. This is what I'm saying, it's more like the Margarita programming. Nice creamy wash water. And then next week I'll do this load in this machine. You'll be able to see it. Alright, we're on to the normal wash tumbles now. All the fancy stuff's finished. We're at about 40 nearly. So it will basically just keep washing, reach temperature, keep washing, and then I'll come back when it's draining for the first spin. Just started draining. Oh, doesn't like that. That was pointless. Fill in for first rinse. Now, I don't know what the requirement is for what water level we're going to get. But basically with any hotpoint or Ariston Indesit machine, you never know what level you're going to get. It could be to here, it could be halfway up the door. It literally just depends on how it feels. So it would be nice to see a high level because it only does 2 rinses, but sometimes you don't see a high level. Like, I'm not sure what the machine has to sense or whatever to get certain levels. I don't know. That's a very decent level we've got today. 2 of those should be absolutely fine. That's what I like to see. No faffing about on the middle spin, just straight up. Second and final rinse with my Comfort Strawberry. Another good rinse level there. Looking pretty clear. Quite a long second rinse that. Very good. My mum's Ariston, once it got to that full level, it only did 6 tumbles before it drained. They were longer tumbles, but... Final spin, 1000 RPM. It's a shame it wasn't the 1200 model, but that's alright. It's pretty hot weather here at the minute, so it doesn't take long to dry, but I'll be putting them in the heat pump dryer anyway. I think 1000 spins acceptable. If it was less, I'd be spinning the stuff out, but 1000's fine. For this load anyway. We're on anti-crease now. I've always liked the lights on these. Quite pretty. It's a nice control panel. Very sleek. Sleek but a little bit technical. Oh, I'm getting tired. I think it's about midnight. Good job I can get a lie in tomorrow. Put these in the heat pump before I go to sleep. Fold them in the morning. Sorted. I've got all Ariston in at the moment, even the dryer. And top loader wise, I'm using the Samsung again. It sounds so intense. It sounds way faster than 1,000. You can hear the rubber rubbing against the rim now because it's spun dry. A little bit annoying. I don't know what I can do. I've tried giving it a real good wipe with some paper towel and stuff, but it still does it. And once the door unlocks, that will flash very slowly like the Ariston Margarita. Alright, that was the first video of the Ariston AVXL105. Hope you enjoyed and look out for the other ones. Take care, guys.